Show me the money. Dollar signs in the chat if you want to know where the money at. Dollar signs in the chat if you want to know where the money at. Dollar signs in the chat if you want to know where the money at. Where all my fat fellas at? All my fat fellas stand up.
Why does this retirement home got snow bunnies and a brisket pit? This ain't no nursing home, nigga. This a luxury compound for the fully lived. Fat nigga acres. Situated next to a golf course no one uses. The average age, 70. The average waistline, biblical. The pace, slow and intentional.
Babe, why does your walker have Bluetooth and rims?
Every suite comes with a king-size bed, motion sensor gravy dispenser, a dedicated snow bunny aid and silk scrubs feeding you grits and listening to your stories.
Honey, this room smells like a Marvin Gaye song got slow cooked.
Here, legacy is measured in laughs per plate and pounds per year. You don't age out, you level up. And just when it seems like life is winding down... Hold up, getting a call. What's that? You done it for real, nigga? Oh my God, it's the Entrepreneur Think Tank. They cracked it. Eternal life. No more aging, no more funerals, no more goodbyes. Just one long nap, followed by an upload. Thanks to Fat Nigga Tech, a fat nigga never dies. He just updates to the next version. What should the next update include? Drop a comment below. Hey, yo, shut the fuck up. It's Fat Nigga season.
They live forever. Dollar sign fat. The meme coin lives forever. The waistline is biblical. Shout out to the fat fellas. Fat fellas season. Fat nigga season. Yeah. Not financial advice. Do your own research. Do your own research. Okay. Not financial advice. Do your own research. But meme coins are all about the content. And the fat fellas, they got all the content. They've got all the content. Anyway. Let's get serious. Got big business to talk about. Big business, big dollars, big bucks. You know, one of the categories I like to take a look at is biotech. I always check biotech. I always want to see what's going on in biotech. We got a biotech update today. Bluebird. It says here, Carlyle Group and SK Capital Partners increased their upfront offer to take over the gene therapy maker Bluebird Bio. Now everybody knows about gene therapy. Okay. Gene therapy is basically where they alter your genes to help you with whatever is ailing you. I recommend staying away from it, but I'm no physician. So maybe it's something we'll talk to Inky about, gene therapy. We need to talk to him about it. However, if it's killing you, it's probably good for my portfolio.
Hotep, you're a genius. HotepJesus.com.
Shares in Bluebird Bio jumped over 50% to $4.97, not cents, 97 cents in early trading. The private equity firms made a new offer of $5 per share up front, while the previous bid had offered $3 per share. Yeah, Bluebird. Take a look at it. Take a look at it, because if you might be able to make some bucks once the final offer goes through. Put that on your watch. Put that on your watch list. Okay, put that on your watch list. That might be a play right there. That might be a play. You get in now. The day they announce the sale, you just hit the sell button. Not financial advice. Do your own research, but go ahead, keep your eye on it. Our greatest allies making moves. Our greatest allies making big moves. eToro IPO is supposed to be at $52 a share. It says eToro has confirmed that it has increased the price of its initial public offering to $52 per share. And they got eToro as a ticker, so we got to go ahead and see if there's a chart yet. We got to see if this thing is out in the investor sphere. Let's see if it's out there. For my good Hotepistan investors. Oh my God, it looks listed. Oh wow. Whoa. What's going on here? This is kind of wild. What a one day. Wow. So it came right out the gate. You get the initial, everybody that came in the previous private rounds, they dumped their shares, took a little bit of cash. Yeah, I know. Then it shot up. A bunch of people bought in. Somebody bought the top. I feel bad for whoever bought the top. However, it tanked and went all the way down to $65, and now it's on a nice slow climb back up. Let's take a look here. You know, got a nice little ascending trend right there. eToro. So keep your eye on this. You know, it's something I might want to get into. I just wanted to settle a little bit. Not financial advice. Do your research, but I ain't touching it yet. Pause. Okay. I'm gonna leave that one alone. I'm gonna let it settle before I decide if I want to be an eToro investor. But you know, your portfolios could be, I like to go tech heavy. So, I'm looking at AI and I'm looking at crypto, last year we had one of the brothers suggested MicroStrategy. I'm up 162% or something like that from my investments last year on MicroStrategy. So that's been paying off. All-time highs for the charts today for a lot of people. I saw people tweeting and saying, yo, my portfolio is reaching all-time highs. Stock market's recovering very well after everybody said Trump didn't know what he was doing. Yeah. So who knows what's going on. We got some more tech news. OpenAI. Our boy Sam Altman is tenacious. OpenAI, the creator of ChatGPT, is reportedly contemplating expanding its presence in the Middle East with a new data center in the United Arab Emirates. OpenAI CEO Sam Altman is currently in the region, participating in a wider tour involving tech industry leaders. So the tech industry leaders are out there. Trump was out there. I think he's still out there. But the tech leaders are out there. They're making some AI moves. And it said his intent is to collaborate with national governments to foster more AI infrastructure development outside the U.S., thereby bolstering American leadership in the sector. It seems like America's leading in the AI world, semiconductors, et cetera. But speaking of semiconductors, speaking of chips, AMD is back. AMD is working on a new deal. They said AMD and Humain are investing up to $10 billion to deploy 500 megawatts of AI compute capacity over 5 years. Partnership aims to build world's most open, scalable, resilient, and cost-efficient AI infrastructure. AMD posted 39% year-on-year revenue increase in Q1 2025. The company achieved 50% GAAP gross margin, up from 47% last year, and some analysis have set target prices at $200 per share. That's my boy. Let's go, AMD. We are long AMD, not financial advice. Do your own research, but we are long AMD. We are long NVIDIA. We are long on that. I'm telling you. Okay. Yes. All right. So, keep your eye out. That's my AI play. That's my AI play right there. Now let's talk about economics. Let's talk about world deals. We got big deals going on. Qatar Airways signs a deal for up to 210 Boeing jets during Trump's visit. State carrier Qatar Airways signed a deal on Wednesday to purchase up to 210 wide-body jets. Shout out to Fat Fella Season. 210 wide-body jets. Some of these engines are worth up to $96 billion. Trump and Qatar's Emir Sheikh Tamim bin Hamad Al Thani, that's one hell of a goddamn name, joined a signing ceremony with Boeing CEO Kelly Ortberg and Qatar Airways CEO Badr Mohammed Al-Mir. Trump said Ortberg told him it was the largest jet order in Boeing history. What happened with that? What happened? Anybody invested in Boeing? Is anybody invested in Boeing? Now, the other day, somebody asked me, say, Hotep Jesus, these trade deals that Trump is doing, are they good? Are they bad? And I was like, gotta take a look at it. And fat jet season, yeah. Yeah, I took a look at it and I'm like, I don't know. But I said to myself, wait a second. Doesn't Boeing make fighter jets? Now, the article did state that they don't know what jets were sold. We don't know what jets were sold. Okay, we have an idea. Okay, maybe that article got updated, but I said, ain't Qatar the same people that was backing Hamas? So I started doing the Googles. I started doing the searches. And I typed right in my search bar, Qatar Hamas. And this Wikipedia article popped up. And I said, I got to read this whole thing to everybody just so we could be clear on what exactly we're doing with these jets. It says here, Qatar has been a key financial supporter of the Palestinian militant organization Hamas, transferring more than $1.8 billion to Hamas over the years. But watch this. In consultation with the U.S. and Israeli governments, listen, I'm just a nigga reading, okay? I'm just reading what the papers say, okay? I'm just reading what the paper says. $30 million were transferred monthly to Hamas, according to a Qatari official interviewed in Der Spiegel in 2023. Okay, that looks like some German or something like that. The United States requested in 2011. I can't even finish this. I can't do this. The United States requested in 2011 that Qatar provide a base for Hamas leadership to ease communications with the group. From 2012, Qatar hosted the Hamas party leadership when Hamas head Khaled Mashal relocated from Syria to Qatar. The former head of Hamas, Ismail Haniyeh, had resided in Doha since 2016 until his death in 2024. Qatar has been called Hamas's most important financial backer and foreign ally. From 2018 to 2023, the Israelis government enabled and approved of the Qatari support for Hamas for political reasons. I got to read that again because maybe I read it wrong. Okay. From 2018 to 2023, it's about 5 years right there, right? Okay. Israel's government enabled and approved of the Qatari support for Hamas for political reasons. Okay. All right. Okay. May 2024, it was reported that the United States had urged Qatar to remove Hamas leaders from its territory if they declined to agree to a hostage deal with Israel. Later, it was reported that Qatar is reviewing the future of Hamas's office in Doha as part of a broader evaluation of its role as a mediator in the Gaza war. In November 2024, reports emerged that Qatar had ended its mediation between Israel and Hamas and ordered the group to leave the country following U.S. pressure after another Hamas rejection of a ceasefire deal. However, both Qatar and Hamas have denied the claims. Qatar, Saudi, UAE, the West. We might as well just say the Arabs is the West, yo.
Hotep, you're a genius. HotepJesus.com.
We might as well just say that they're, and then we're over here, and that's why I was talking about this with Uncle Hotep on the Members Only show. And you're talking about Bibi and Israel. I'm like, man, we got a lot of business to handle with the Arabs. You know what I'm saying? We got a lot of hijab talk to handle. Qatar funds half of American media anyway, so who the fuck cares? Yeah. This is amazing. Amazing. So I'm just trying to figure out, what is this? I'm going to have to do a deep dive into when this connection happened. Because there's a lot of speculation as to where these Arabs came from. Are they European? Are they of European bloodline? Are they Germans with a do-rag? Find out on the next episode of the Grift Report. Don't say nothing, Jabari. Don't say nothing, Jabari. Don't say nothing. Okay. That's our finance report of the day. Shout out to King J. Appreciate you on the clips, my brother.